last example and checkpoint, and then you'll be able to call it quits here on this 8.5 scientific notation. Okay, so example 5. Let's read this together. Page 471. Alaska purchase. In 1867, the United States purchased Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. All right, so $7.2 million. Oh, the good old days when money went a lot further. They were able to buy the whole state of Alaska from Russia. The total area of Alaska is 5.9 times 10 to the 5th square miles. So, I mean, you're going to take the decimal place if you want to see what that is in decimal. You're going to move this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 190,000 square miles. All right, now the question was, what is the price per square mile? So we're going to use our scientific notation here and figure this out. Now 72 million, what is that? That's really 7.2 times 10 to the 6th, right? A million is 1 million, 6 zeros. So that's really, in scientific notation, that's what that is. So they're asking us to take the total cost, 7.2 times 10 to the 6th, because we're trying to figure out what the cost is per square mile. And then we're going to divide that by the total number of square miles, which is also in scientific notation, 10 to the 5th. Okay, so get your calculator out and figure out what 7.2 divided by 5.9 is. So it's 7.2. Oh, and actually, do they want us to go ahead and just key the whole thing in? Yeah, actually, just go ahead and use your scientific notation in your calculator. So 7.2 second EE 6, okay, divided by 5.9 second EE to the 5th power. And what did I do wrong here? Oh, I see. Okay, I had a little error. 7.2 second EE to the 6th divided by 5.9 second EE to the 5th. All right, I am getting, this is coming out to be 12.2. All right, and this is money, right, per square mile. This is $12.20, right, per square mile. And my calculator is just giving it to me not in scientific notation. Of course, if you had in scientific notation mode, it would probably say something like 1.22 times 10 to the 1st. But we are going to convert it over to money now because we're talking about money, and that's kind of how we do the money. So that's a pretty good deal. $12.20 per square mile. Wow. Yeah, dollars could go a lot further than it does now. This gets us like a movie maybe now. Okay, so let's do the checkpoint, and then we shall be done with this unit. All right, and so in 17 says, in 1994, the population of California was about 3.1 times 10 to the 7th power. So that's population of California. It's probably bigger than that now. All right, now in that year, 5.6 times 10 to the 10th local phone calls were made in California. Yeah, this is definitely an old textbook where we care about local versus long distance phone calls. It says estimate the number of local calls made per person in California in 1994. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the total calls and divide it by the people, right? So it's going to be 5.6 times 10 to the 10th, okay, calls, and divided by 3.1 times 10 to the 7th people. All right, so let's take your handy dandy calculator. You can go ahead and use your scientific notation mode and figure this out. So it's 5.6 second EE to the 10th power divided by 3.1 second EE to the 7th power, and we get 1,806.5 like and a half calls. So that's gonna, so I guess they're rounding down on this. Oh, I see. That's because they're looking at the 4. Okay. So yeah, so they're rounding on this number. So it's 1,806 calls per person. That's a lot of phone calls, man, in 1 year. Wow. So let's divide that by 365. See how many phone calls per day that is. Oh, well, I guess that sure adds up, doesn't it? It's like around 4.9. So around 5 phone calls a day. And the next thing you know, you've made like about 1,806 calls in a year. So that's per person. All right, so that is it for now. So I think you're ready now to go on and do the homework for this section. I'll talk to you next time.